Hello, Isaac. Thank you for your patience. You're one of these very last few paper ones that I'm responding to. So, yes, thank you for waiting on me. The most important invention. What is the most. I'm going to read your paper and give suggestions. What is the most important invention in mechanical engineering? Since mankind has learned how to control fire, countless inventions have been developed, including some minor ones and some major ones like the wheel, gears, the printing press, and steel. The most commonly known invention of all time, the wheel, was created in roughly 3500 BC and has seen countless modifications. It was originally used for pottery, but after many years it started to be used for carts and chariots. Now, in the modern age, it has many uses ranging from mills and turbines to cars and gyroscopes. That's right, gyroscopes. Even though the wheel is a great invention by itself, quote, without any further innovation, it would not have done much for mankind. I love to see the brackets. That's exciting. Rather, it was a combination of the wheel and axle that made early forms of transportation possible, including carts and chariots. About 5,000 years after. Oh, whoa. So you definitely need to explain there what is an. Maybe a little bit about what an axle is, but for sure, why you need the axle and the wheel together. And pretty much every time you quote someone else, pretty much you need to immediately afterward jump in and say, like, here's how this connects, kind of repeat the person so that it flows back into your writing. Okay. After 5,000 years of the creation, about 5,000 years after the creation of the wheel in okay. So this is 1440 AD or 1440 CE, sometimes people write. So you need to put either that AD or CE. And then take out your comma, right? Because I'm like 1,440. But now I'm like, 1440, the printing press was invented by Johannes Gutenberg. It had become a success much quicker than the many years it had taken the wheel. Well, and we don't have any idea how long it took the wheel to become a success, do we? It's like ancient prehistoric times, wasn't it? Okay, once the printing press became popular, scientists were able, quote, to publish and share scientific findings and experimental data with a wide audience. Then science took great leaps forward in the 16th and 17th centuries. Its success with the scientific revolution. The printing press's success with the scientific revolution. With the scientific, it succeeded along with it, or I feel like it was maybe more because of it. Although, the scientific revolution was not like immediately after that, was it? Okay. Its success with is what makes this invention a great contender for the most important invention because it helped many other inventions take off. Okay. My concern with this paragraph, and somewhat with the paragraph before it too, is that you don't seem to be looking for answers about something so much as you're just kind of going through a lot of common knowledge. So I guess we'll see where it goes from here. Oh, I see. The wheel and the printing press both made major improvements to our lives today. The wheels made transportation easier and essential part of many machines. And the printing press has been shown. Okay. I would say the printing press is a more important invention. Okay, now I see where we're at. So this needs to be 3 to 4 pages. And when you revise, which I like, you need to revise. What you want to be doing is asking some deeper questions about these that you are wondering about. For example, and that will automatically make it longer, right? I'm going to go into that one. Okay. First of all, why do we even think that the wheel was created in 3500 BC? Like in ancient Egypt, or like, that's I don't feel like most people know that. That would be a good question to ask about, to research and work in here. It was originally used for pottery, blah, 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 even the wheel's a great invention by itself. And then, as I said, explain how the combination of the wheel and axle make transportation possible. And then another thing you could go into is you talk about mills and turbines. How does wheel technology work in those circumstances? Like, as a general reader, I think I can be like, well, I have an idea maybe, but I'm really not sure. So I think that would be totally cool to go into and talk about. When we get into your printing press stuff, once the printing press became popular, scientists were able to publish and share scientific findings with a wide audience. Sure. What would be an example of discoveries or findings that were made possible by this printing press? Because again, I mean, like Gutenberg, the printing press, it was good. It helped people do ideas. Like, that's common knowledge. But getting into some more details about that, what exactly did it help move forward? And then you need to do some more discussing about the differences between the ways that these inventions affected people. Right? I mean, the last paragraph that you have there, they've both made major improvements. I mean, this is all stuff that I could talk to anybody about, like anybody. And it's nothing about like you're interested in this, like what stuff that you didn't already know is really meaningful to you. So you need a lot more detail. You also need a works cited page, which maybe you put somewhere separately, but you can iron that out too. Let me know if you have more questions, because you definitely need to revise. But I hope you have a good time revising and actually look into some more questions that you're curious about.